P1-18 really has turned into one of my favorite parts. So we machined this in the with the Mastercam, and it's a neat piece to run and go through some of the manufacturing processes. On the design side, it's also one of those how to keep it simple, and that your tendency is to want to draw these arcs and make everything just so. But when you look at the geometry, what I see are a circle, and then 4 circles. So other than I'm going to have to contend with the radiuses and diameters and radiuses and diameters, there's not a lot going on in this geometry that makes it complicated. So new, and we're in the front plane, so I'll start with the first. We'll put in the second, and if I hover along the circle, I'm going to see those diamonds at the quadrants, and I'm going to get a coincident and a vertical, a coincident and a vertical, a coincident and a vertical, or horizontal, and then a coincident and a vertical, and now a coincident and a horizontal. Alright, so there's my coincident, there's my horizontal. Alright, so I want all of these to be equal. Alright, so it'd have the same net effect as if I made it with the circular pattern. Alright, so radius of 100 gives me a diameter of 200. My radius of 40 will give me a diameter of 80. And then my center circle is 80. Alright, now if we wanted to, we could go through and trim. There is the possibility that the trim would cause this to go back to being underdefined or have some other issue. And then one of the lectures illustrations that I did was, if you want to take advantage of the solid bodies, there's other things that we can do with this sketch that would cause these to come out to be pegs. Alright, so if I extrude, and we're extruding this 15 millimeters, and the contour region that I want is the interior, and we go ahead and hit OK. And we have the shape. So a lot of times it's going to be a matter of breaking this down into its simplest components that you can easily identify. If we're making it more complicated, then we really have missed the point. So if you can see inside of those shapes and inside of the geometry, then we can also increase the speed. Alright, so optionally, if I wanted to include the pegs that this slides over, we're going to extrude boss base, and I like to use this one for the merge result. I do not want to include these pegs, I want them to be separate bodies. So let's make these mid-plane, and since we haven't had a chance to do mid-plane, and I'm going to extrude them 50 millimeters, and the whole sketch I don't know if that kicks out. I'm going to pick the contours, because otherwise I would be picking the 2 regions, and when I hit OK, I'm going to see where the pegs intersect, and also that I now have 5 solid bodies. So the original piece that we wanted, and then the 4 pegs that we're doing as the illustration. Alright, so when we do stack up of tolerances, positional and everything else, this is one of those locations with 4 points that to get this piece to slide in, if these are fixed, if the pegs are fixed, and we're going to slide that piece in, or it has to move back and forth, this is where we start talking about clearances and dealing with mechanical fits.